Hey guys, it's Brody from Pacific Toyota, just here to give you a quick high definition virtual tour on this lovely Pajero. Before I do that, a little bit about us. We are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. We do have two used vehicle yards. One here where I'm standing at 77 Mulgrave Road, and another one about 2 k's down the road at 235 Mulgrave Road. Right next to that, we also have Lexus of Cairns and Toyota brand new vehicles. But without going too much further into that, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour of this lovely Pajero. What I want to do for you is basically give you an exact idea of the condition of the car, just point out any sort of nicks, scratches, any marks that might be present or in the paint or the interior. Coming under here, all nice and clean. There's a little bit of dirt just sprayed up on there, but otherwise all nice and tidy. And as you can see under the bonnet here, it's all nice and clean as well. All right, I'll pop that one down and then give you a good look through the front. I'll go through the bonnet first. You can see it's got our tinted bonnet protector on the front. Coming through the bonnet. Nothing that I can really point out to you there. Bit of dust on there. Slight tiny little nick in the paint there. Obviously very minor, you can't really see it unless you get right up close with it. Coming through this front guard now. Looks like a bit of grime on there. Tiny little nick just there, but otherwise on that front guard it looks all nice and neat. Very small little chip on the paint just there. Coming through the tyres, obviously heaps of tread left on those, and a nice clean underbody for you as well. Alright, through this front wheel, they're all nice and clean too. Alright, coming through the front bar of the vehicle now, bit of polish left over on the front there. And a bit of grime there, came off my fingernail. Tiny little stone chip just there on the front, and a couple of tiny little stone chips just there as well. As you can see, a little scratch just there too. Otherwise all nice and clean. Coming through the rest of that front bar. Coming down here, tiny little nick in the paint just there. It looks like a bit of touch-up paint's been put over a little scratch there, and a tiny little scratch on that inside part there, as you can see. Alright, coming through the left-hand front guard, which looks all nice and clean as well. A little bit of polish left over on there. Very, very light little scratch there. Coming through this wheel, that's all nice and clean too. And obviously, like I said, heaps of tread left on that tyre there. And a nice clean underbody for you as well. Alright, I'll come straight through the top now. Give you a good look through the roof. I'll jump up here. Obviously there's been a bit of polish left over just on the top there. Done a full buff and polish of the vehicle. Alright, coming down this rear door now. Looks all nice and clean. Nothing that I can really show you there. On the rear wheel cover, there's a couple of very light little scratches through it. Obviously that black colour a bit harder, a bit easier to see scratches, sorry. Coming down this side, it looks all nice and tidy as well. A couple of very light little stone chips in that rear bar there, but otherwise all nice and clean. Alright, I'll pop the rear open here and have a quick look through here. As you can see, a couple of light little marks in the rear door there, but otherwise all nice and tidy as well. It's got these rear seats in the back here. They obviously fold down flat into the floor, so no issue with space in the back of these Pajeros as well. And a good look through the back of those seats. Otherwise they look all nice and clean as well. Alright, I'll pop that one closed, give you a look through the left hand side of the paint. Alright, I can see a couple of light scratches just through this rear quarter, bit of polish there, a couple of very light little scratches through there. You can't really see them unless you're right up close with it. A light little nick there as well. Take you through the top and then I'll take you back through these two doors. Alright, through the passenger side now. It's all nice and clean through there. Very light little nick in the paint just there. Through the rear door. That's all nice and clean as well. Very light little scratch there and there. Otherwise really nice and clean. Alright, coming down the right hand side of the car now. We'll do the same thing. I'll go back through this quarter. Very light little scratch there. Just a bit of dust there. Go through the top again and then come back through the two doors. Alright, through the driver's door now. Just a bit of dust on there. There's a couple of little stone chips in the side here. Looks like it's been attempted to be touched up before. Come through the rest of it, it's all nice and clean as well. Just a little bit of dirt on there. And through this rear door here. Looks all nice and tidy through here. A light little scratch just in the paint there. But otherwise all nice and clean as well. Jump into the interior for you now. As you can see on this rear door card, that's all nice and clean. A little bit of wearing just on the vinyl part of the door there. And coming through the floor, obviously carpeted floors. They're all nice and clean. Slight little mark on the door there, on the handle. But otherwise the seats are nice and clean in the interior here. And all nice and tidy throughout. Just put that back up in there. Alright, we'll jump into the driver's side now. Alright, you can see through that driver's door there. It's all nice and neat inside. Obviously carpet in the floor here. A little bit of wear just on that footrest there. But otherwise it's all nice and clean. Jump inside for you. Start the vehicle up now, so obviously put on the brake and you've got your two keys here, so your main and your spare. Nice and easy to start. 43,477 kilometers on the car. So really low Ks for this vehicle. Obviously you got your steering wheel controls, your voice controls on there, and also your cruise control on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Mirror and window controls down there. Give you a quick look through the dash. So I'll give you a better look through there. Which is all nice and clean as well. Nice big touch screens in these Pajeros as well. Obviously you've got your radio through there, and using your steering wheel controls, I can turn the volume up there. And as you can hear, there's no scratching or anything in those speakers, so you can tell it's all nice and up to date. Coming through here, you've got your aircon controls, so obviously your fan speeds here, temperature here, and your modes through there. Got your rear diff lock button there. Sorry if I give you a better look through there. 4-wheel drive switch here, so obviously you push down and then switch to 4 high, 4 low. And then also we've got our just normal automatic transmission gear stick there too, so park, reverse, neutral and drive, and our handbrake in there as well. Alright, I'll give you one last look through the service history now, but that'll basically conclude my virtual tour. Coming through the history, obviously it's only done 43,000, so you've got your first complimentary service there, 15,000 K service, 30,000 K service, and then the 45,000 K service done from us here in Cairns. Coming through here, it looks like it was a Cairns local car because it's been serviced at Ireland's Mitsubishi since the complimentary, so looks like it's been local with us in Cairns its whole life. Not due until 60,000 Ks, so a good 15,000 Ks worth of driving without needing another service, which is really good for a used vehicle. I'll pop out and give you one last look around the vehicle, but that'll conclude my virtual tour. If I missed anything or if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll be happy to either go back over that for you or answer any questions that I can. But thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you.